Welcome back to the workshop. It's fantastic to have you here because we're making a gauntlet out of my arch nemesis, sheet metal. This is our first proper little toe dip into armor making, and this is possible thanks to David Guyton's tutorial on making a Gothic gauntlet, and it's also made possible by today's sponsor. Make your business's shipping stress and hassle-free with a 60-day free trial, going to shipstation.com, clicking the microphone, and typing in code FORGE. So let's get right into it. The first step of the day is getting our fingers articulating. You'll see all our little hand components, finger components are all loose. We need to get them tied to a little bit of leather. I'm getting a little nervous about the scale of this. That's a long little pinky finger. There's no way that's a little finger. So the glove that we're using as our base has arrived. No. You know, I should have seen this coming. It's 2 knuckles too long for my hands. I could have printed it the wrong scale. There's a scale on the thing. Well, let's check it on camera, because everybody's going to tell me my printer settings are off. 1 inch, that's an inch. 1 centimeter, that's a centimeter.
I mean, I figured it'd be oversized, but not that much.
Yeah, every glove is oversized for me.
A lot of innuendos in this video.
We've had a think. We're wondering if we can shave off an 1/8 inch off each end. That'll make it fit better. So it's looking like we're just probably going to be able to retrofit all of our pieces to fit. And on this little pinky, I think we're even going to go as far as actually cutting it off and moving the hole down and making this entire piece shorter by 1/4 of an inch. I think we'll be able to make it happen. The leather strips are attached. They fit well with the glove, and now we're going to be taking this sheet of brass right here. We're going to cut out some knuckle covers. They're going to go over this exposed part of the gauntlet and keep your knuckles safe. So here is our first fully assembled finger. We made these brass pieces. I've riveted them onto the pinky finger. Jamie and I were just having a conversation about whether or not the fingers would articulate enough. So what I think we need to do to work out if we need to do some serious retroactive modification is we're going to now rivet this finger onto the glove and see, does it have the range of motion it needs? Because have a look at that. Now that I've got it on the glove, it doesn't actually look so bad. Hey, come on now, that's pretty good. That's some pretty killer dexterity. I would have never believed that you could have armor with that sort of dexterity. Wow, it's definitely gonna need 1 more rivet in the middle, but I'm so impressed with that. So I just put a rivet in the pinky and hopefully still maintains our range of motion. That's fairly good. So every single middle piece now needs a rivet as well. This is unbelievable. We have an articulating leather gauntlet hand, fingers all riveted on, and even an opposable thumb. Unfortunately, from some little hammer mishits, we're going to need to polish up every single finger with some Scotch-Brite before we move on to our next step, which is beginning to assemble. Wait, hang on a second. Our next step is going to be replacing the knuckle plate that we made in steel with the one that we've cut out from brass, as it's meant to be out of brass. Then we're going to begin assembling all of these components together onto the glove. Now again, I want to make it clear in this episode, this is only possible because of David Guyton's tutorial and templates. This right here. I've had another look at his YouTube video, and I now understand the next step for me is to rivet together all of these components off of the glove, and then we assemble it back to the glove when all of this is one piece. The forearm piece is assembled together. What we now need to do is we need to put some of these little brass adornments on, which Jamie, thank you very much, Jamie, has already started cutting out. So we'll need to refine these, make some little hearts, rivet these brass bits onto this steel bit. Now I'm going to do a little light shaping, get these conforming to the gauntlet before we rivet them on. Remember guys, I'm just using regular nails from the hardware store to rivet all these pieces together. Jamie asked an interesting question that I have no answer to. Perhaps you lovely viewers do, which is how in medieval times would they have made sheet metal like this, sheet steel? The first thought that comes to my mind is it wouldn't be very easy at all to hammer it. Hammering sheet metal is not fun. It doesn't go very easy. It takes forever. You can't really forge stuff down into big sheets that are very thin. But then it makes me think, well, maybe they had some sort of rolling mills? I have no idea. Does anybody know? How could they do that before they had lathes and big powered equipment to make gigantic rollers and have all that power to roll it as it would be done now? Now that's an articulating gauntlet that you could go and build in your garage with some seriously basic tools. The cost involved in this is really quite small. The tools required are very minimal, and I think this would make a great parent-child project or just a project to do over a few weekends. Now I'll say it again, a big thank you is owed to David Guyton's YouTube tutorial and his templates. If you want to make one of these, it's a lot easier with the templates he has available. But if you want to run a business and you want to ship your customers' products in an easy way, you're going to want to find out about our sponsor. Now shipping and logistics is a very interesting subject, and there's a lot of people that are very passionate about it, but I'd hazard a guess at saying most of you guys watching who are in business are more passionate about the actual physical things that it is that you make. You want to do the actual thing, not deal with the shipping stuff, which is why you absolutely have got to try out ShipStation. It's an online platform that syncs to all major website providers like Squarespace. Your orders populate into ShipStation, and then using their powerful automations, you can just use a click of the button to print off a label, slap it on your box, and you're good to go. You can even schedule USPS pickups with ShipStation, so you never ever have to drive to the post office again. What's more, you can get access to the shipping rates that usually only Fortune 500 companies can get, because ShipStation's done a group buy, and a ShipStation membership gets you those amazing rates. If it's not clear, I am just imploring all of you business owners, please, please never, ever handwrite out an address again. Never copy and paste one. Just let ShipStation do it for you. You can get a 60-day free trial at ShipStation.com. Hit the little microphone, type in code FORGE, and revolutionize all of your shipping procedures. Thank you, ShipStation. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.